Hi everyone, my name is Eloise and I'm a single child to my parents who are filthy rich. As a kid, I was really quick to learn things and that made my parents super proud of me. Oh honey, you're a natural talent. Thanks guys. Their praises always kept me going and made me super confident about everything I did. And this made everyone want to be my friend and follow me. Once when I was in 3rd grade, I ripped my pants while playing at school. But I wore it with confidence like it was the latest fashion. And the next day, the hallways were full of kids dressed in ripped jeans. Freaking fishes! Honestly, it felt amazing to be so popular and loved by everyone. But things changed for the worse when I entered high school. On the very first day, some senior kids were bothering some freshmen in the front yard. Show us some of your talents. Put on these heels and let me see you walk in them, little girl. But the girl she was talking to looked really terrified, so I stepped in her place. I'll do it. I put on the heels and did an amazing catwalk with a cartwheel, and all their jaws dropped. Seeing how cool I was, the senior kids asked me to hang out with them, and it seemed really fun. There was this one senior guy, Roni, that I had a really huge crush on. Once he dared me to break an egg on a nerd guy's bag. At first, I was really hesitant, but then they all cheered for me, and I did it. Sorry. Now you're one of us, Eloise. Really? Soon after, Roni asked me out, and I was over the moon. I was with the really cool kids now, and I liked being like them. I even dyed my hair and got a tattoo. Things were great until the end of my 2nd year at high school. I was on my way to the playground one day when a girl bumped into me and I fell into some mud. What the heck? Did you leave your eyes at home, you moron? How dare you? I raised my hand to hit her, but just then a ball came flying and hit me. I fell on my back and everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I was in the hospital. I got up and suddenly caught my reflection in the mirror, which made me scream, "Ah!" Mom and Dad came running in. Oh, honey, are you all right? What happened to me? Who colored my hair red? And this tattoo on my wrist? Turns out, because of my head injury, I'd lost the memory of the last 2 years. I didn't remember a thing. Holy moly! I felt so freaked out, but my parents and the doctor assured me that this memory loss was temporary and I'd be fine soon. I felt a bit relieved, but when I reached home and entered my room, I was freaked out again. It was like an alien planet and everything was so weird, especially my clothes. Jeez, what did I turn into the last few years? The next few days, my parents insisted I stay home and rest. But then one day, I stepped out of the shower to find a strange girl in my room. Who are you? What are you doing here? She looked at me with a stunned face. OMG, so your mom was right. You really don't remember anything? Well, I'm your girlfriend, Layla. Now come on, give me a kiss. She ran towards me and jumped on the bed, and then she burst out laughing. Chill, we're just best friends. Oh, thank God. Apparently, she was my bestie, and the principal's daughter. I was curious about how things were at school, but she refused to tell me much. You should come and see for yourself. But I don't think Mom and Dad would let me. What? When have you ever listened to them? Always. What is she talking about? After she left, I told my parents I was ready to go back to school, and they agreed. The next day, I felt a little nervous thinking about what kind of kid I was at high school. But when I entered the classroom, some girls came running towards me. Eloise, you're finally here. I've got all the updates for you. Here, take a seat. Thank God I was still popular. Just then Layla walked in and shooed the girls away. Why are you sitting here first thing in the morning? It's time to have some fun. Let's go. But what about class? She pulled my hand and we both went over to the fields. And there, my eyes went to this very tall and handsome guy. He was the football captain, and the girls on the bleachers were going crazy cheering for him. After the match, he walked over to me. Hey babe, I'm sorry I couldn't come see you. I was out for a week on football tour. How are you feeling now? Babe? OMG, what was going on? I'm okay. Seeing me freaking out, Layla burst out laughing. He's your boyfriend, dummy. What? That hot jock was my boyfriend? Good God, my high school life was perfect. Don't worry, babe. Even if you don't remember me, I'll make you fall in love with me all over again. After school, the 3 of us went to grab some ice cream, and I had a great time with those 2. Everything seemed perfect until the next day when I was on my way to the library and I witnessed something shocking. Roni and Layla were bullying a guy along with some other kids.
How dare you refuse to do my homework, nerd boy? You think you're Clark Kent wearing those glasses? Don't touch me.
Look at that. You've got some attitude, stinky face. Saying that, Layla took all the books and assignments from his bag and tore them to pieces. And I couldn't stand it anymore. You guys, stop it. What are you doing?
Eloise.
I went ahead to the guy and pulled him to my side. Hey, are you okay? But surprisingly, he pushed me away.
Leave me alone. You're no different from these jerks.
What? What was he talking about? Before I could ask anything, he left from there and I was so confused about what he had said. Layla, why were you guys bullying him? Bullying? Have you lost your mind, Eloise? We were just having a little fun with him.
Why are you acting up this way, babe? He's just a loser. Come on, let's go get something to eat.
He inched closer and put his arm around my waist, but I moved away. I had no idea who these people were or even who I used to be. And now I had to find out. I turned around and followed that guy into the hallway. Hey, stop, please, listen to me. The guy turned around, but his eyes were red with anger.
What do you want?
I'm sorry about what my friends did back there. I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Why do you care, Eloise? You're one of them. Is this some prank of yours now?
I didn't even know how to answer that. Even if I was a bad person in my past, I wasn't the same person anymore. But before I could reply, he stormed away. Later, when I went home, I wasn't feeling myself. So I skipped dinner and went to my room and watched some MSA stories, and it lifted my mood. A few minutes later, Dad knocked on my door.
Eloise, are you okay, hon? Is something wrong?
I don't know, Dad. I don't remember anything about myself. And today at school, I felt like I wasn't a very good person these past few years. Can you tell me what I was like? He let out a deep sigh.
After joining high school, you were like a different person, Eloise. The kids you hung out with and the things you did, both me and your mom were really upset by it. But you didn't care about what we said and did as you pleased.
Dad, I'm so sorry. I had no idea I troubled everyone so much. I feel terrible.
It's okay, honey. It doesn't matter who you were. What matters is who you choose to be. At some point in our lives, Eloise, we all make mistakes, but it's how you make up for them that matters. And I know you're a strong girl. You'll fix it.
Oh, Dad, I knew he was right. Even if I had made mistakes, I was going to correct them now. The next day, as I walked into the hallway, Layla was there along with some other girls. Come on, let me see that bag. Looks like it'll go better with my dress. But my mom got it for my birthday with her savings. You should be ashamed of yourself. If your mom's so poor, why did you ask her to buy you such an expensive gift? Now come on, give it to me. She tried to snatch the purse from that girl, but I stopped her. That's enough, Layla. She's not giving anything to you. What's your problem, Eloise? Let go of my hand. As she pulled her hand away, I suddenly let go and she fell to the ground. You witch! How dare you embarrass me in front of all these ugly rats! Stop with this stupid behavior, Layla. It's not fun for anyone. You're one to tell me when you're the biggest bully of all time? Looks like losing your memory has turned you into Mother Teresa. Layla, shut up, Eloise. Your time is over. Everyone, look here. We have a freak among us who remembers nothing about her past high school years and all the bad things she did to you. Now's your time to take revenge, because now she's just a weak little girl without her memories. Suddenly, everyone turned to me and started whispering.
Is it true? What happened to her?
No wonder she's been acting weird the last few days. You're so awful, Layla. I can't believe we were best friends. Oh, we weren't. I made you cooler by letting you be part of my group, but it was a big mistake. You started thinking of yourself as some queen, and I hated you. But you're gone now, and I rule the school. She pounced on me, but I didn't want to fight her, so I dodged her and she went crashing into the lockers. And I left from there. I found a quiet spot away from everyone else to be alone. But then suddenly Mark, the guy from the cafeteria, came over to me.
No wonder you took my side that day. You lost your memories, huh?
I nodded and he sat down beside me. I didn't think anybody would come here.
I do. to hide from bullies like you.
Ex-bully?
Okay, ex-bully. What's wrong with you?
Why do you care, Mark? You hate me anyway.
I don't hate you, Eloise. Never did. Until you bullied me for confessing.
Before he could finish, Roni came over to me and hugged me tight.
Oh, babe, you're here. I was so worried about you after I found out what happened. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. But then he turned to Mark and pushed him hard.
Are you trying to confess your love again, Romeo? Well, she's lost her memories, not her mind. Stay away from her, loser.
Confess his love? So Mark used to like me? Roni, stop it! I was about to tell him to leave, but just then, Layla found us there along with the principal and blamed me for all the bruises all over her body. She's lying. She's the one who was bullying the other kids.
Oh, so you're saying my daughter is a liar? Well now, I'm going to double your detention for bullying and lying.
She didn't listen to a word I said. And just like that, I ended up in detention. Minutes later, Mark also walked into the detention room. And when he told me the reason, it shocked me. He was put into detention for trying to hit Roni while everyone knew it was the other way around. This is so unfair.
The world is unfair to the poor, Eloise. All these kids here are the scholarship students, and they ended up here because they were bullied or pranked by the rich kids or the principal's daughter.
I couldn't believe my ears. This was all so wrong, and it had to stop. I stood up and urged all the kids to take a stand against this injustice, but instead, they just went bonkers on me. Who are you to tell us anything? You're one of them too. Now that you're in trouble yourself, you want to use us for your benefit. They started booing me, and I didn't know what to do next. Later that day, I was walking home with Mark. I don't think they'll listen to me, Mark. They hate me.
They don't hate you, Eloise. They're just pissed at you because of what you did to them in the past. But I'm sure if you talk to them sincerely, they'll come around, just like I did.
I'm glad you did, Mark. I could see him blush so hard as I hugged him, and we were both smiles all the way back home. And I decided I wasn't giving up. The next day, when I entered the detention room, I went to the front and said in a loud voice, "I'm sorry. I have no idea how much I hurt some of you guys in the past, and I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I want to make it up to you. Whatever is happening in school is unfair to all of us, and this needs to stop, but I can't do it alone. I'll need you to help me." And then I handed over my branded funky dresses and bags to them as a token of thanks, and they agreed.
But I'm a guy. How am I going to wear this?
Give it to me. I love it. Later, I asked Dad to invite all the parents and the school board members for a meeting. There, all the kids complained about Layla and all the other rich bully kids and how the principal was turning a blind eye to everything. She was removed from her position, and the bully kids who had several complaints against them were expelled, including Roni and Layla. My detention was extended because some of the kids testified against me too, but I was happy that finally things were good. After the decision was made, Mark walked up to me.
You did it.
You helped. I know you convinced those kids to give me a chance.
I was just...
Too bad I don't remember that love confession of yours. But how about you give me a recap?
Sure. It started like this.